Hi, good morning, beautiful people, dedicated souls, delicious mm, individuals. So, do you know how, do you know, first of all, what the number one thing is that's holding you back? So I'm going to tell you, it's a little embarrassing for me, but here's the number one thing that's holding me back. It's that I get distracted. You know, this shiny object syndrome. Well, hey, Carol. Hi, Anita. So the thing about shiny object syndrome is that it's so compelling. I'll be doing something and I'll be moving in that direction, and then something over here will go, whoa, look at me, check me out. And so I do. Because when you're crafting and creating your life, there's lots of little things that are going to say, well, do you need some of this? What about that? How about this thing over here? And they will distract you from your purpose and your passion and your prosperity. So if you've been watching on Enlightened Spiritual Warriors or Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker, and you know that I'm the founder of Shaman Weaver and the creator of Shamanic Shapeshifting. Now, this is my passion, my life work, all condensed into something that is translatable, easy to use, and there for you, so that you can move from where you are to where you want to be. Now, in the meanwhile, some of the things that have been distracting me is, well, there's an occasional sun. So I'm out there in the sun, and this thing that over here that I said I would do, well, it gets put off until a cloudier day. And that little act of not following through will just derail you. You have to, oh, you're a shiny object over here, and away you go. And it's like, whoa, okay, I'm doing this shiny object thing over here. And there goes your goal, whoop, right over there. And then you have to go track it down, pull it back up, resuscitate it, and breathe some life into it. So an easy, quick, effective shamanic tool is, first of all, to take a breath. Okay, feel your feet, not your cushioned with your shoes on feet, not your giant heel feet, your bare feet, And you can bare feet anywhere. There's nowhere that you can't bare feet. So feel your feet on the floor, or even better, on the ground. Hey, Kate. Hey, Nancy. Nice to see you guys. Yay. So today I'm talking about the number one thing that's holding you back. So for me, it's that shiny object thing. I'm like, oh, look at me. I'm going over there and get me some bliss, and then some love and some peace. And I forget that what my passion is right in front of me. It's not over there. It's not over there. It's not behind me. It's in front of me. And when it's compelling, it will drive you forward. However, we get out of compelling every once in a while into, okay, so I just got to do this. And that will knock you out of the ballpark, because when you bring that energy into what you're doing, it's a low vibe. So we want to resonate at a high vibe, get up in the morning, yahoo for my life, and then do the next important things. I meditate. I don't do it for long because I haven't trained my brain again. I meditated for a long time, twice a day. And then I fell over because there was a shiny object. So I got caught up in that shiny object, and off I went. The meditation, whoop, and what else happened? Whoop, my connections with you, whoop, my connections with the divine, and my connections with my work kind of took a sideline. So bicycle pumping it up and resuscitating, that's a good thing. So when you go back, when you have something that you're crafting, and then, your shiny object just was really too exciting and too compelling not to go there, then when you wake up from that, because it's a wake up, oh, wow, here I am in shiny object territory, where really what I want to be is over here buffing my skills and creating more content and doing more passionate work for everyone, so that you all can be able to be as free as me. Now, in that getting distracted over there in the shiny object and things dwindling away, my path was always still there. It was always still there. I just digressed. So if you're like me, and a lot of people are, you've got a goal, you know, I'm going over here to bliss and then up to love and over to peace. But however, over here is a cool shiny object. I'm going to show you this was a gift from one of my clients yesterday. So I'm going to use this beautiful gift because it does a couple of things. It does this. It fits easily on my wrist. So if you're just joining me, I'm talking about that shiny object syndrome. And what is your number one? This might not be it for you, but for me, it's distraction. So I'm on my way to bliss and love and peace over there. And yet there's something that comes along and completely distracts me. Whoa, wait, I'm going the other way. And then in that distraction, bliss and love and peace, they just stay right where they are. So it's not like you have to go resurrect them. They're all just right over there, over there. So when you come back to going, oh, I got distracted. So for me, number one thing, distraction. So I just take my head and I pull it right back like this. I'm gentle and kind to myself. I don't beat myself up. I don't tell myself, oh, you're such a fool. How could you do that? That just makes me more ashamed and embarrassed. So what I do is I find a simple shamanic tool. So the simple shamanic tool is you want to interrupt that pattern. So yesterday, one of my beautiful clients gave this to me. It's amethyst. Look at it's gorgeous. It goes with my hair. And it's elastic. Now, years ago, when I was studying with T. Harv Eker, and if you don't know him, he's amazing at teaching and getting you to wake up. Now, one of the things that he suggested is as an interrupt. So, you know, I'm like, oh, there's a compelling shiny object over there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, I'm going to twing it, no pain, not painful, but what it does is it reminds me, it's amethyst, crown chakra attached to connection to the divine. It reminds me that that shiny object is not my passion, it's not my purpose, and it certainly isn't my prosperity. So if you are like me, first of all, I want to know, what is the number one reason that you're not where you want to be? And so all of you, Anita, Carol, hey, Marcy, Linnea, Sweet, Carrie Jo, Kate, I saw you on here, and Nancy. So today, it's going to take you 5 minutes. So take 5 minutes out of your precious life. Write down, what is my number one reason I'm not where I want to be? This little interrupt that I'm giving you is a way for when you become aware that you're not where you want to be. Okay, like think about this. If you were going to the grocery store and ended up at the hardware store, would you be in the right place? Same thing is true here, but we get distracted, we get caught up in, whatever it is you get caught up in. Today I'm focusing on the distractions. So when we do an interrupt, okay, so there I am at the hardware store, I'm on my way, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, I wanted to go to the grocery store. I just take this, give it a little twing, whoa, wake up. That's my wake up call. I use my left arm for it because this is the receiving arm. Things come in, we pass them through our heart. If they resonate with us, we take action. Okay, that's kind of how it works. So you're on purpose, you're on task, you're moving forward, and yet there you are wanting groceries and and getting screws. So think about that for a second. I mean, humor is a really good way for you to lighten up, number one, and then number two, get yourself to where you want to be. So there I am. I'm screwed. I'm at the hardware store. What I really want is food. So correct and continue. No yelling and screaming at yourself. No, oh, that was really stupid. None of that. Put your hands on your heart. Everyone just do that for a minute. Just put your hands on your heart. I'm going to envision you and thousands and hundreds and thousands and billions of people doing this. And you start with, I love you. I love you. I love you. You are beautiful. You keep me flowing. And let's move from distraction to attraction. Ooh, I like that. That's a beautiful one. So you can use that from distraction to attraction. The other day I talked about moving from creating more comfort than conflict, making more peace than war. And now you can add that one. So this morning I'm talking about what your number one, and it's going to take you a minute to find that out. So don't just be like, oh, it's this and that, because you've addressed that one for a while. There's an underlying something that's there. So find out what it is and then acknowledge it. And when you find out what it is, you can use a beautiful little bracelet of any color you want. Put it on your wrist. You know, back in the olden days, Harv had us use elastic bands, but twing, and you know, those suckers hurt. However, the reason I'm bringing it up again is because it's effective. It's also shamanic because you actually do something in the physical world for it. You find yourself distracted, you're over there, the shiny objects are everywhere, and you're in the midst of them. It's time for a breath. Feel your feet on the ground and give yourself a reminder, gentle, sweet, on your receiving hand, the left, we pass it through our heart, we take action out there. Do this for, 21 days. 21 days breaks any habit. I believe actually we can do it in less, but let's give it 21 days. So I'd love to hear, what's your number one distraction? Okay. The other thing I'd love to hear is, are you ready to change that? Because it's simple, it's easy, and this is very effective. So begin small. And then once you notice that with this, you touching, this is a touch, it's not a pain. So when you notice this, and you give yourself I remember, then you're going to get back on track. Kate, that's a beautiful one. Kids. So when I was raising my kids, they're all big and doing their thing now. One of the things that I did is I gave them a project while I was doing my project. So we could all be in the same area and you're still doing, oh, that's beautiful, looks fabulous. Oh, add a little of this while you're working on your own thing. So rather than going, oh, they're a distraction, see if there's a way to include them in what you're doing. The beautiful part is they come away with a little something that they can show, like, oh, look at what I did today. You come away with maybe a third of what you wanted to accomplish, but think about what you've just done. You've taught your children to take 20 minutes, and if that's the attention span, that's awesome. Take 20 minutes, create something while you're over here with your 20 minutes creating something. And then look at the symbiosis that begins to happen in their creation and your creation. And, you can apply this to everything, not just this project. You're vacuuming. Well, give them a little Swiffer and tell them to beat some dust around. There's really beautiful, creative ways to overcome any of these obstacles. So that's just a off the cuff kind of thing, Kate. I hope that helps. But remember, when you find yourself over there, as opposed to right here, just take this, give it a little something, and then refocus. So I'd love to know, I'd love for you to pinky swear with me. This is my favorite. Pinky swear with me that you'll do this for 21 days. And maybe, I don't know, that maybe that's until the end of August, not quite. So we're at so commit to doing this until the end of August and see what changes in your life. Don't do a whole bunch of other things. Do one thing. Do it for 3 weeks. See if it works. If it works, keep doing it. If it doesn't work, time to correct and continue. All right. That's my morning bliss. Thanks everybody for hopping on. Love to see you. And seriously, I would love to know what your number one reason that you're not where you want to be. There's a way through, around, over. And here's a really good one. You've got to step up or you'll be stepped over. So this is my call out to you. Tell me your number one reason you're not where you are, and let's find a beautiful shamanic way for you to get there. All right, bliss everybody. Have a beautiful day, and let me know what your number one thing is. If you don't want to put it on here, message me. I'd love to know.